Hi, you guys. It's Debbie from my Vagabond Style. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm happy to see you. And if you're returning, thank you so much. So, you guys, I don't really even know what I'm going to do today. I just drug out my random journal and I don't know. I thought maybe I would cover up a little bit. Let's just get started with a little bit of white on the page. I'm just going to use my fingers because I don't even want to drag out any brushes. Some of you guys know that I'm in southwestern Florida, and I've been here for a few months now, helping out with my family after the hurricane. And so I didn't bring a whole lot of supplies. I actually ran to uh, the Dollar Tree and picked up a couple bottles of paint to just have a little something here. I just got like primary colors, and then I got some white. I don't even think I have black. Just wanted to get a little something down on the page. I kind of was thinking maybe I'd do some like, I don't know, just throwing it out there. If it happens, I'd like to maybe do some cool background and then some doodling on some dolls, some altered people. I thought that might be kind of fun. I don't do a whole lot of doodling on people. I've done a few and you guys seem to like that video a lot. So I thought, well, maybe today. I don't know. If not, we'll just do a random journal page. So that just got a little bit of something, this darker image to kind of fall back a little bit. I'm going to cover it with a lot of different magazine images and stuff. So let's just see what we have. I think that's a little crooked. The lighting is weird in here because I am in the RV right now. I'm not in the house, and so I tried to open as many windows as I could and not use the overhead lights for the glare. I also have my setup is that I have a arm for my camera right here hooked on the end of the table. So every time I touch the table, you will notice a little bit of jiggling. I'll try to be cautious of that and conscious of that. So let's just see what we can put on here for the background. So I have this folder that I started, and it's in here. I can see I have a little note to myself that says magazine for color and backgrounds. So let's just see what I have in here. I'm going to move this to the side while it's drying. I think there's a few other things in here as well. These were fun. I have this thing for faces. I really like these weird looking things. There's another one here. I'm going to move that to the side. I like that. It's awfully dark, but it doesn't really matter. I just want to kind of put some different stuff down. That would be a good one. I know I've used some of these before recently, this image, so I don't know if I really want to make everything look the same, you know? Let's just see. Oh, here's some fun, like pinks. Love that. That's cool. All right, so I'm working on such a small space, but let me move some of this that I'm going to use, hopefully. Obviously, I liked the little macaroons. Okay, so there's that. Let me pull another magazine and we'll take a look. Okay, we'll pull out the Architectural Digest because I started to flip through here and I saw this and I thought that was kind of cool. Let's use maybe some of that. So I really like this dog, how it's right here. I don't want to use all of that, but I think I'm going to cut this little dog out for something. Or maybe one of my rooms gone wild. And I'll put him with my small images. And now I feel like I could rip this out. And let's just see what we have. So I'm just going to cut some of this and we'll put it on there. And I'll just kind of chat a little bit. So I was telling you guys that I was using my sister and brother-in-law's Jeep while I'm here. They have a little bit older, really cute Jeep that is, it's a little bit high off the ground. It's hard for me to get in. I have to hurl myself into it, but I love driving it. It's just so fun. And the other day I went to Walmart and I parked, and some of you may know this, that the Jeep thing is to put a little, if you like someone's Jeep and you have a Jeep, you get these little rubber ducks and you put them on their Jeep, like on the handle or on, on their windshield. And so I came out of Walmart and there was the cutest little Santa rubber ducky on the handle of my car. So I was so excited and I put it up. I actually took a selfie. I'll include the selfie at the end of this video. I took a selfie with the Santa uh, rubber ducky and then immediately put him up on the dash. So I thought I'm going to have to order some of those to make other people's day because it did make my day. I don't know why, but I was just thrilled to get that little rubber ducky. So, after coming out of Walmart, it was nice to have something fun. Walmart is not my favorite place. I can't hardly take Walmart. Um, okay, I've lost my glue stick. Let me find my glue stick. All right, found the glue stick. We're back in business. And I might not have needed to even go over this guy, but it just made it feel like I was moving right along. So anyway, what else is going on? The cute little red Jeep is at the doctor. It is in for the, apparently, I didn't realize I called it a death rattle, but there's actually this weird thing that happens to some Jeeps, and they call it the death wobble. I I was close, but I didn't even know that. Like I didn't even know it was a thing. So anyway, it is there getting worked on, and hopefully, when it comes back out, it will be happy again and not do the crazy thing that it did just before I went on the bridge. So I don't know if some of you know what that is. It's just it's this weird vibration in the steering wheel, and then the whole thing just starts to wobble. And I guess you either have to speed up or slow down, but I wouldn't want to speed up with that going on. I just immediately pulled over and stopped, and then started up again, and it was gone. So I'm so glad that it didn't continue and that it is in and going to be fixed and safe. So my dad is very happy about that because he was having no part of the death wobble. And what else? So Pops is still having a hard time with breathing and just life in general. I'm imagine not being able to breathe real well every day. And so I think he just is just sick and tired of being sick and tired. But we've tried other new things for him and nothing seems really to be helping. He has COPD, some of you know that. So that's that right now. Today was super foggy when I got up. You couldn't even see across the bay here, which was unusual. I really don't. I'm just kind of laying a few of these down. I'm going to do some other things. Oops, I want this side. Do some other things on here, other media. Let me get a little more on here first. Yeah, well, as you can tell, I moved along quite a bit and didn't get, I thought I was taping and I wasn't. So, goodness, I am out of practice, you guys. I even told a whole story about a Florida man. Apparently, Florida men, I'm going to tell it again. Florida men, it's a thing. And there's always like some crazy pictures of what a Florida man looks like or has done. There's some things like you can Google your birthday and there'll be a crazy story about some Florida man doing something crazy, ridiculous. So my brother-in-law Googled his and it was something like Florida man gets caught with being at IHOP and a closed IHOP or pancake house, something like that, and cooks himself breakfast. It's just weird stuff like that. But my sister and I were at Home Depot, and this guy comes in with uh, he was like Richard Simmons gone Florida. Like I don't know, you might know who Richard Simmons is anyways. He was big in the 70s and 80s as an exercise guru. And so he comes in with his Bichon Frise dog and says to the clerk, "Hey, where can I put this?" And she's like, "Oh," she thought it was just trash, but just put it in the bin here. And then she realizes that it's the dog's droppings. And she's like, "No, no, no, put it outside. I don't want to smell it all day." And so he goes, "Oh, okay." So he wanders back out the door and we kind of follow him out. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was quite the sight. Like, I swear my sister and I are going to need some kind of therapy after that. He like bends over when he's like getting ready to get into the car and it was it was just crazy. Not a good thing, I'm telling you. But it was very entertaining and we had a good laugh about it. And I was just thinking, wow, this is a thing here with these Florida men. I just thought I would share that funny story with you. I can tell you that since I've been here, I've probably seen about 10 of these Florida men. And I thought, you know what? I need to start taking pictures and putting them at the end of my videos for all of you to look forward to or not. I'll put a warning out before the Florida men pictures. Anyway, that was that day. Okay, I think I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna do next. So this has got quite a bit of stuff on there, but let's do something with another type of medium. Let's do some of my fun gel sticks. I love these things, and I only brought with me this one container of them. I think I have four of these with all different colors. I tried to maybe mix and match a bit so that it would be, I'd have, not all the blues or all the pinks, because there's quite a few different shades in each color that I got. And we're just going to color on here. Hopefully I'm not shaking this too bad. I'll try to mellow out here. These are really nice. I love using these gel pens or gel sticks. I don't even care. It doesn't have to look, you know, perfect. And they dry like they're movable right now. And you can use water on these too, which is fun. I think I'll go all the way down here. Let's see, what else should we do here? I kind of just feel like I don't want to just fill in the spots. I kind of want to go around with here and there. I use these when I did the ATC cards, um, and these were really fun. So I did the ATC cards when I did my collage roulette, which basically was I drew from different prompts, different mediums, and then I just, if it said watercolor, I do some watercolor on my background, and that was super fun. Let's see, what other color should we use in here? Maybe a little yellow. The other day we went over to, there's a hotel kind of across the street from the subdivision that my sister and brother-in-law live in, and so we decided to take a break and actually go do something fun. My dad wasn't up to going, but he was fine to be here by himself for a little while. So we went over to this uh, beachfront um, hotel, and they had this really cool little, well, it was a big bar. They had like a, I guess they used to have a tiki bar out there, but it, after the hurricane, the tiki bar is gone, but they are making do and still having a good time out there. Uh, so we went and sat and had a drink and enjoyed the beach. People were out there. I think it was only like 70 something degrees, but people were out there in their bikinis and having a great time. And we just sat there and had a little drinky. And it was so nice for my sister and brother-in-law to kind of have a little bit of something normal, you know, and enjoyed it very much. And now we realize how close that is, that we can do that anytime. Okay, so I'm liking this. Kind of feel like this is too red. I don't really like that, but it might be covered up anyway. I can make sure I cover it up. And another green here. I don't know. This is pretty lime. Oh yeah, I like it. And then now we'll work on maybe putting some sort of paper doll there or a person and make it and doodle on it. Yes, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna grab my magazine and we'll figure out who we want to put on here. I'm gonna move this out of the way and we'll go through here and see. Oh yeah, this was this was the magazine that I did the Snark and Harvest with Laura, the half-assed crafter. We had so much fun with this. I will link that video below. But let's do, this was the Star Trek girl. Okay, let me see if she might work. Who else? She's good too. Oh, they're so good. I don't know who to choose here. I kind of want a little bit bigger face. I don't want to go so small. Oh, she's good. Let's see if she'll work. She's a little blurry. Yeah, I like her a lot. Maybe let me cut her out first. So sometimes if I like the work that someone's done, I will take a screenshot of it on my phone so that when I go back to do something like this, I have it and kind of can be inspired by that and see what they've done. Uh, Laura, the half-ass crafter, who I just mentioned, has some amazing doodle dolls that she's done. So I will also link that. I don't know if she has a playlist. If she has a playlist, I'll link the playlist. Otherwise, I'll link a few of those videos. But you will love them. Okay, let's put her like right here. Here. Yeah, that's good. I can just put her right there. And I don't know what I'll do over here. Something, I would like to do something that where they kind of go together a bit, but we'll see. I say we'll see because I just don't know, you know. I don't have anything planned out. Now I could put her on there now, or I could kind of doodle her and see how she turns out before I commit to it. That might not be a bad idea. I still need to cut this out right here. Okay, let's go back to putting this to the side here for a minute. And I'm going to pull out my pins that I brought. So these are very inexpensive, most of them, that I got off of Amazon. It's these paint pens here. They're acrylic, and it was a big pack. I got the larger ones and the smaller ones. These are a fine tip one, and I'll link both of them below with my Amazon affiliate link. Okay. I'm not sure what colors I want, but let's just get them out of here so I can see what I have. So here's a picture. I believe this was one of Laura's dolls, but she's got this and she put the belt on it. I think I want to do that kind of neckline on this. So let me give it a try. I don't know. I think I would go maybe like this. We're going to leave her shoulders out. Let's see. I want this to kind of go like that. And then I could color this part in and make it all part of her dress. This one's a good Posca pin. I have Posca pins in, I think, just black and white. They run a little bit more money, so I wanted to get a whole pack of acrylics to try doing some doodling with. Okay, so that looks like it's her dress, doesn't it? That's awesome. Okay, so I think that we could put maybe we could either do a belt on her or maybe some stripes. Let me think about that. Let's work on her face. So I did buy one alcohol ink pen. Here it is. And these work great for the lips. I'm going to try to use lips. Let's see. That's a brush and that's a chisel. She's already got pretty lips, but we'll do a little something to them just so we feel like we are. Like she got a little crazy with the lipstick. We could put sunglasses on her or give her some different eyes. I'm going to flip through here and see if I can find any other eyes. I didn't find anything in L, but I have this Cigar Snob that was a free publication that I just picked up here in Florida. And there's this gal right here with the bigger eyes. I'm going to try her. I don't know if these eyes are big enough. They might just not be. They're actually smaller, I think. Which gives her just like a whole nother look, right? I don't think I'm going to use those, but it's fun to try different eyeballs. These are fun eyes. But again, I think they're just so close to the same size. I need something bigger. In Harper's Bazaar, I found this one. So let's see how her eyes look. Really like that blue background. I almost feel like I should have put her whole head on there, but too late. Okay, those are good. I'm going to cut them down a little bit. It's like I don't even mind when they're just square like that. I kind of like them. I decided I'm going to go ahead and put the eyes on. Put them pretty high. And I think I am going to go ahead and put her in here in our background. All right, let's put maybe some polka dots or something on there. Okay, that looks kind of cute. Now, what should we do for her hair? Let's give her some kind of funky colored hair. All right, so like I said, I have not really done much of this, and it might not be very good. Just warning you. Sometimes we just have to be a little brave and give something a try. If it doesn't work, not a big deal. You know, being a lefty, I definitely should start on the other side of the head and go the other way, but I never do. Someday, maybe I'll learn, but apparently it's not today. And then I'm going to let this dry and I'm going to do some black, like, lines in it. Kind of, she has a part right here. I'm like, should I leave the part? Looks like she might have went to one of those discount hair cutters. I don't know that it's all the same length. But let's hold judgment until the very end. And you know, I'm painting on top of that right now, that the gel pen, gel stick. So it's not, it doesn't work great on top of there. It's not ruining my pen or anything. So I'm okay with it. At least I don't think it is. And we're just giving her some funky bangs. Okay, I think when we get the lines in there, it will look okay. And we can do some, we can play with her eyebrows a little bit. Let me make sure that that's dry. Yeah, I think that's dry enough. I'm going to give her some different eyebrows. Those are some eyebrows. Big eyebrows. So I do like to kind of go around the eyes. I'm going to give her an eye color. Let's give her some green eyes. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm kind of in a weird spot here. Let me move it this way. I'm going to wait and let that dry because I don't want to smear it. And we'll start doing some fun stuff with the lines in her hair. Since I don't know what I'm doing, I got awfully quiet on you guys, just trying to concentrate. That happens sometimes. Let's just kind of go this way here. And you can see I'm not even really following what's going on there. Okay, that's good. Funky, like it. Now let me try to work on her eyes a little bit. I'm going to outline them. Guess I'll do this side first. And then I could give her a few eyelashes, I guess. And then we're going to have to put some little white specks in her eyes. Get the white. A lot of times, I've only done this a couple times, but I put white in the whites of her eyes, which I really like. But now that I've already done all this other, I don't know. I think I've got a small fine tip Posca. See, I don't have a fine tip, but maybe would this work? My gel pen? Just kind of give her a little more white to her eyeball. What do you think? I think I really like it with a little bit of the white. Right? It just kind of brings it out. These are so fun to do. I'm so glad that I decided to be brave today and do something that I don't do very often. Okay, and I'm going to put a little speck in her eye there. I almost think just one speck looked better than two, so here you go. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but this eye has two little specks, and I kind of like it better with more black. She is just fun with her little polka dots. I'm going to work on the other side. I am going to do the other side today. So, but for right now, I'm going to pause it, go check on my dad, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back from the check, and besides being a little grumpy, he's good to go, you guys. So, all right, when I came back, I started thinking about, remember her when I did the paper dolls the last time? I think she would look really good here, and we could play around with her face, right? So I'm going to go ahead, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut this down a bit. Maybe put her, I want to leave enough room for maybe a little bit bigger hair. And yeah, so I'm going to cut it. I love that background right here. Let's get her on the page. So cute. We can make some eyebrows on her too. This girl's got some curly hair. It'd almost be better to paint it. I wonder if I could paint it. I know. Well, that red that I bought from Dollar Tree is so transparent. It's like a stain. We could try it. And maybe once it dries, I could put a little bit more on and see if it's good. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. And now let's do some lips because everything else is wet around it. I have to try to keep my hand out of it. So I'll put my pinky down and see if I can control this a little bit. That's pretty. Let me hold it up so you can see her better. Okay, let's do the whites of her eyes. Let's do this the correct way, which would be doing the whites first. Again, I stuck my finger in it. Oh. I don't care if I don't get the very edge because I'm going to go over it with black on the edge. Let this dry. Well, it's still not dry, but I thought I'd put a little bit of extra background on here, just on a few places that looked maybe a little too much yellow right here. I normally don't care about the words, but they were kind of a little bit distracting, so got rid of that big yellow spot and covered up some of those words. This I'm going to add a little something to. Oops. Boy, got a big old clump of glue. I think I take more time with her eyebrows than my own. They kind of look like mine, scary as it is. All right. Yeah, I can't do that yet. Do some eyelashes. Those are horrible on the bottom. Maybe it's because they're not connecting. Like all these are not up to the eyeliner, maybe. Okay, you guys, I gotta turn the air conditioner on in here. It's hot. Okay, this girl has gone a little crazy on her bottom lashes. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry that the eyes did not turn out the best. But that's just what happened. I was trying to make those really thick clumped ones, and I did. Which looks like Tammy Faye's eyes, right? I know, some of you don't know who that is. Okay, let's give her a little dot in her eye. She's kind of looking like one way here and another way here. That's okay. And we'll finish her hair. Go for it here. She has got curly hair. I think the air conditioners actually help drying this page. I'm just kind of maybe going to trace over these black lines in here. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to call it good for today. And I really hope you give these a try. They're super fun. No. I'm glad that you hung out with me today, and thank you guys for leaving me comments. I so appreciate it when you do, and the thumbs up, but the comments, like, it just connects us. So, hey, if you haven't seen one of my videos and you enjoyed it, just let me know. If you do this kind of paper doll, I would love to hear from you, and send me a picture. If you don't have Instagram, just email me at myvagabondstyle@gmail.com, and I'd love to see your work. And as promised, here is the picture of me after I got ducked in the Jeep. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.